What's up, everybody? Y'all come on in. Yeah, all right. Yep. There we go. What's up, Blake? What's up, third son? Yeah, come on in. Yeah, come on in. What's up, Mustafa? What's up, GG? Yeah, come on in. What's up, Sirius? What's up, Zen Mama? come on in. What's up, Rashida? What's up, Mavro? Alright, we'll give him another minute, y'all. We'll get started. We'll get started. What's up, Charisma? Yeah, Rashida, back to the empaths and the teachings. What up, Tisha? What's up, Miyoshi? What's up, Bella? All right. What's up, Osane? Let's begin. So now, this lecture is called the Empathians. Every so often, probably once a year, I do a lecture on the 3 types of empathy. You know, because mainly I do it for the younger generation who knows nothing about it, and anybody who's just awakening, mainly who knows nothing about the 3 types of empathy. A lot of people wake up, they have these abilities, they don't know, there's no system available for them. They're just doing it off raw intuition. So this video is to better help guide you into your particular energy, natural energies, and then from there you can go and do whatever you want with your particular skills, alright, with your particular skill set. So let's begin. The Empathians is the name of this lecture. So let's get it. What is an empath? Empaths are demigods that are born to the planet as star children or old souls who have latent supernatural wisdom and abilities. That's what empaths are. You see what I'm saying? That's what empaths are. Now you take it a step further and you break the word empath down, you get empath, and the EM stands for electromagnetic, and path represents journey. So empath also means the electromagnetic soul journey you will walk all of this lifetime as an empath. You see what I'm saying? It's an empath. So, just to make sure y'all understand that. So what is a demigod? A demigod just means half god, half earthling, not human. Human don't exist. You know, hue just means color, and man actually means mind. It means colored mind. But if you close your eyes, all you see is black. So that eliminates that by default. Just by the fact that all you see is black. Black is the so-called absence or origin, really origin of all color. So if all you see is black, then there is no color in your mind. You know, it's melanin. It's dark energy. So let's continue here. What is an earthling? An earthling is a heartling, as earth is just heart scrambled, and is why everything here is green in nature, right? What's up, little light? Why everything here is green in nature, and that's because it's all this realm is based off of is heart chakra. That's why the majority of your lessons is heart chakra based lessons. That's because we literally children of the heart. You see what I'm saying? That's why everybody here wears green. That's why everything here is green. The trees, the grass, the plants, so on and so forth. So now, what is a God? God is an acronym which represents the 3 universal functions, which are generating, operating / organizing, and destroying. Those are the 3 universal functions, or the 3 functions of the universe, if you want me to say it that way. God is also a being who is innately born with the wisdom of the source / paroma and can express their wisdom and power in many different ways in his or her lifetime. God, Goddess. So now, since empaths are already demigods, what do they need to become full gods? What's stopping them from becoming a full god? Like, what are they lacking? Right? If they're already born demigods, right? They need just a little more metaphysical / occult knowledge, also known as knowledge of self or gnosis, to tap fully into their god selves like Goku and Vegeta did in DBZ. Or like Percy Jackson did in his particular movie when he tapped into his god powers. He needed just a little bit more information. They told him he was a demigod, but he still needed to learn to what? Tap in. So, let me show you here. Well, we in the house, so. So there you go. So he just needed a little bit more training to activate his full godhood. And when he fully activated his full godhood, my nigga was toppling water towers. Let me just show you the scene. How about that? He was toppling full water towers with his energy. With his energy. Final fight. Let me just get to that scene.
Son of Poseidon.
So as you can see, when he fully tapped in and awoke into his god powers, a nigga became, because he was the son of Poseidon, right? So he had power of water. So he was a natural water bender, also known as hydrokinetic, right? So when he tapped into his full god powers, shit, my nigga was toppled over the whole fucking water tank, giant water tank, and fuck this nigga up. Right? Fuck this nigga up. So this is what we talking about by awakening to your full god powers here. Forget upgrading from demigod to full god status, right? So that's all you need. That's all you need. So what happens after they become full gods? Then they go on to walk their path and help others to find the God within them as well. Within themselves as well. See what I'm saying? So you go on and do what you need to do on your soul journey as God and Goddess, on your path. Learn who you are, learn the things you need to do, and even people will come to you on your path and ask you to help them find the God within themselves. The God within themselves. So yeah. So now let's get into the good stuff. So what are the different types of empathy? There are 3 types, and they are called physical empathy, emotional empathy, and soul empathy. Right? You see what I'm saying? Soul empathy. So, who out of the 3 groups is the majority on the planet right now? It would be the emotional/mental empaths, as Mother Earth is a natural feeling planet. You see what I'm saying? So if you're an emotional empath or a mental empath or intuitive empath, as they are also called, y'all also call yourselves, then y'all are the majority on the planet. The problem with y'all is y'all have the worst training regimen on the planet. I think that's by design. I think they seen into the future and seen how many of each group was going to be on the planet at this time, and y'all were the majority, so they made sure that y'all didn't get the training and study regimen that y'all needed to advance to become what y'all needed to be. So as far as y'all particular branch, y'all had the worst training regimen because nobody teaches y'all how. Y'all had to do it for every emotional. We all got to do it ourselves, but at least as a soul empath, you got assistance in a lot of ways, and a physical empath, you got a lot of assistance because a lot of people know what that is. But emotional empaths, y'all don't have a lot of assistance as far as training like that. I know very few who like learn to fully master their emotional energies like that, and even fewer who even teach it. You see what I'm saying? And y'all don't even have the study material to even figure out what it is going on for most of y'all. That's the only thing I've seen with the emotional empaths. Other than that, y'all good. But yeah, y'all just got the worst. And it ain't even that. It ain't got anything to do with y'all will to train. Y'all just don't have a training regimen. Like, I don't hear anybody talk about like the emotional empaths training regimen, like the study material. Like, what do y'all study? What do y'all go to learn? Like I can tell you, a lot of physical empaths and soul empaths can tell you, like, oh, we had to do this, and that, or we had to do this, and that. Most emotional empaths I come across, they're like, man, we just had to figure it out. We just had to figure it the fuck out. So let's start with them first, since they the biggest group. What are the qualities of each empath? Starting with the emotional empath. Emotional empaths are natural mentalists by nature and can connect with the feelings of most people on such a deep level that you can even embody what they feel and think. What they feel and think. And even to the point where I want to make sure I say this right. Y'all embody what they feel and think to such a degree, such a deep degree, that y'all even see the world through their eyes and see the world from their point of view. So y'all like a cosmic narrator, right? You know how the narrator looking in on somebody else's story and telling their story for them? Well, that's the gift of an emotional empath. Y'all can pick up on other people's emotions and see the world from their eyes. But with that comes negatives. Of course, everything has positives and negatives. This gift is no different. The negative is you also inherit their thought forms, traumas, blockages, as well as whatever they're going through in the moment. You see what I'm saying? So they're moment to moment situations, because emotions change as time changes, right? Emotions change from moment to moment because they chaos, right? So from moment to moment, you are changing with this person when you are embodying this person and seeing the world through their eyes. What's up, Miss Pat? And seeing the world through their eyes and experiencing what they're experiencing, feeling what they're feeling, and thinking what they're thinking. And you also inherit their thought forms, their traumas and their blockages. So you can be attacked by their own thought forms in their psychology or their own emotional traumas that they've been through and haven't healed in their shadow, because they are being attacked from those thought forms that they're dealing with at that time, and those emotions and traumas and blockages they're dealing with at that time. So this is why it is very important that you learn to master your empathic embodiment ability, right? Because this is usually the first ability you learn. But you can control this by tracking whose feelings and thoughts you are using or you are tapping into, and trace it back to its source and release and return their emotions back to them, and take your emotions back from them. See what I'm saying? And how you do this is you release it by pushing their emotions away from you. What's a good pushing force? Think about it. What's a good pushing force? Think about the force push when you do this. You see what I'm saying? Think about pushing their cart away from you. You know, pushing these things away from you. You know, pushing these feelings away from you. And you know, think about pushing the motherfucker away from you don't want to have nothing to do with. Well, this is the same example. Push that shit back to them, and you pull your emotions back, like how a vacuum sucks up dirt and trash from a carpet. See what I'm saying? Get your shit back from them, pure and untainted. You see what I'm saying? So you have to separate who you are, and you have to get into that solar plexus and learn who you are. So you can, when this shit pop off, you're like, all right, this ain't me. I don't even feel like this. Matter of fact, it was so sudden that I know I don't feel like this. So you gotta know what's going on when you embody other people's energy. And you have to know yourself to such a degree that you can pick up on the fact that you're embodying other people's energy. So yeah. Some of the personas of an emotional empath are psychics, mediums, oracles, gypsies, cyclomancers, psychologists, sociologists, fortune tellers, scions, healers, humanitarians, environmentalists, counselors, case workers, light workers, and even a few scientists and mathematicians. A lot of emotional empaths are good with math and stuff like that as well. So yeah. So now, those are just some of the personas you take up. Now, some of the fields of the emotional empath you should study. This is your training regimen here. The first thing I always recommend for my emotional empath to study is cyclomancy. CYCLOMANCY. The book is on Amazon, but it's only an ebook, and it only costs you $15 right now. $15. So you better hop on there, because you know they ain't going to keep that shit going for too long. So go. I was checking online to see how much it costs. Now, the physical copy of the book costs you $1,000. But the ebook, the Kindle edition, costs you only $15. For all my emotional empaths, I highly recommend the Cyclomancy book. You see, it's a white and red book. It's a white and red book. I forget the guy's name who made it. If for any of y'all who know who made it, drop it in the comment section, and that will unlock it's over 1,000 psychic techniques in there. One of the biggest books that I recommend, because it's actually a training regimen for psychics, for emotional empaths. You see what I'm saying? It's actual training regimen from the physical body all the way to the soul body for psychic empaths. You see what I'm saying? Intuitive empaths, emotional, mental empaths. So yes, that's the first book I always recommend. Go get you some. Like I said, it's on Amazon. I don't know. We manifested it back into existence. It's only $15. Go get you some. Go get you some. So for Kindle, for physical copy, it's $1,000. So you let that shit go. And I'm not paying $1,000 for no book. So yeah, go get it for $15. Right. And so cyclomancy it has the best training regimen for psychics. You see what I'm saying? For the emotional branch. Next is psionics. Now, we talked about psionics before. You know, psionics is another book called The Scion's Guide. It's a black and purple book. Don't ask me who these people made, because I put all my books up right now. I'm in the process of moving shit around, so all my books put up. So usually I would just bring the books to you, but it's called The Scion's Way, Psion Way, or The Scion's Guide. My bad, The Scion's Guide. Also on Amazon for about 10 to 15. So yeah, so check that out. Next, study neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP. Also study hypnosis / hypnotherapy. Of course, astrology. Most of y'all on that. Psychology, sociology, slate magic, which is the Houdini, street magic. If y'all remember that. And you can watch the movie Slate with the homie. He uses slate magic very well. See what I'm saying? Also, you can study illusionary magic, Jedi mind tricks, also known as genjutsu. Also, covert hypnosis, which is a militarized version of hypnosis. Self-hypnosis, which is learning how to hypnotize yourself. If you... Who did? Yeah, my bad, y'all. I got a phone call. Anyway, yeah, Jedi mind tricks, illusionary, covert hypnosis. Yeah, that's militarized hypnosis. And then you have self-hypnosis. You learn how to hypnosis yourself. You learning how to hypnotize yourself. Get into your mental kung fu. You see what I'm saying? Because you can hypnotize yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. Because you know the ins and outs of your own psyche. You see what I'm saying? The psyche. So, and you get plenty of self-hypnosis subliminal tapes on YouTube. Yeah, they free on YouTube. Shit, y'all, you know, you can't beat free. So you listen to one for 30 minutes just to get in tune. You know, whatever field you trying to do, just type in whatever field you looking up, subliminal hypnosis, whatever. Guided meditations, whatever you want to do for whatever you're trying to do. You know, whatever you're trying to do here. So yeah. So next you have dojutsu. Those are your ocular abilities. Now a lot of people tell you that you can't see out your physical eyes. I'm here to tell you, that's bullshit. You can see out your physical eyes for two reasons. Number one, the two physical eyes have chakras in them. In the middle of your pupil, there are chakras. You see what I'm saying? In the middle of your pupil, there are chakras. You see what I'm saying? So, when these chakras activate, you begin to see out of your physical eyes. Another thing, like right up in here, you got what you like to call, what they're going to call in the cyclomancy book, brain horns. Brain horns are your optic nerves. Your optic nerves are the Baphomet horns that you see on the picture of Baphomet. Those horns that you have is actually your brain horns, which are your optic nerves, which sit up in here. And if you look at your optic nerves, they look literally like horns, right? They look just like horns. So they look just like horns. So these horns actually can be activated, and chi flows through them, and they flow through your I'm trying to think of the name of it. Your eye sockets, the neural pathway of your eye sockets, and they actually flow and connect to your eye chakras. This awakens your dojutsu. Once these act, whatever that dojutsu is, it could be a Sharingan, it can be a Byakugan, it could be a Rinnegan, whatever your ocular gift or your visual prowess, as it's also called, is, you awaken that. Visual prowess just means visual abilities. See what I'm saying? Ocular just means eye abilities. That's all it means. So that's what dojutsu actually means, eye abilities. So genjutsu means illusionary techniques in Japan. So these things are real. You know, these things are real. Unlike what they're telling you that it's just mythology. No, mythology always has some truth in it. Remember that. What's up, Rock? What's up, guys, gangs? So yeah, remember that. Remember that you can actually see out of these two physical eyes. And then once you really get good, you'll be able to see out of all three eyes simultaneously. You see what I'm saying? Whatever vision you're using. And each eye has their own set of abilities, just like they showed you in Naruto with the Uchiha clan. Each eye had its own set of abilities. You got the right eye has his own story. Left eye has his own story. Right? So, that's what it is. Now, let's continue. Let's continue here. Mentalism. Of course, mentalism, the law of mentalism. It states what? All is mind, all is mental, mind is all. You see what I'm saying? All is mental, mind is all. That's what that means. Then you're gonna tap into environmental science and et cetera, right? Et cetera, et cetera. Just some of the fields that I know that y'all need to tap into as emotional empaths. See what I'm saying? Because you live a mental lifestyle. You live a psychic lifestyle. See what I'm saying? All your abilities deal mostly with the mind, which you about to find out. Now, what's the main energy that empowers mental/emotional empaths? The main energy of mental empaths that they channel is called psi. 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 Which is raw mental energy or raw mental force, which you generate through your psychic bodies. Yes, you have a psychic body. / nervous systems to do all the things that to do all kinds of cool things with your mind. You see what I'm saying? Do all the kinds of cool things with the mind. So this is what this ability psi is. Psi is raw mental energy, raw mental force. And all your abilities come from the psychic realm, the mental realm. That all is mind comes from the mental plane of existence, where you tap into your gifts. Now, what they're not telling you, this is why emotional empaths have such a hard time. Your abilities are not physical or magical. You see what I'm saying? Your abilities are not physical or magical. Your abilities are mental. So that means it doesn't deal with the body or the soul like that. It deals strictly with psychic clarity. The clearer your mind is, the easier it is, and the easier it is to tap into your abilities. But if your mind is cluttered, your heart is cluttered, also your heart as well. Your heart is cluttered, then you be fucked up. So the stronger imperial emotions are, the stronger your spirit gonna become. The weaker and more cluttered your emotions are, the weaker your spirit gonna become. So this is what a lot of mental or / emotional empaths don't know. So all your abilities is based off psychic clarity. You see what I'm saying? Pure mental understanding, both from the heart and from the mind, and even from the gut. Because the gut is your instinctual primal mind. See what I'm saying? So now, let's continue here. Your abilities. Some of your abilities are telepathy. You have the ability to generate eyeballs and use them. Clairvoyance. The penetrating sight. You can see through motherfuckers easily. Supreme intuition. Well, like I said earlier, Jedi mind tricks, which is genjutsu. You have the ability to hypnotize people. Mind control. You have the ability to memory walk, which is walk through people's, walk through they past and future, and even their future. See what I'm saying? You can walk through that shit, walk into their mental dimension and see their timelines. See what I'm saying? So, Janet. So, and then creating constructs. A lot of people don't talk about that. A lot of psychics can create constructs. What are constructs? They are energetic thought forms that you can empower, like golems and shit. There's advanced psionics there that you can create to fight for you through the mental plane. You see what I'm saying? Through the mental plane. And you can whoop that ass with these golems and other abilities. You know, that's wing maker knowledge there. Old school. Yeah, they don't teach y'all that no more. That's from the good old days. Everything before 2014 when they started distorting the teachings hard. So, yeah. Y'all can create golems, y'all. Energetic golems, energetic thought forms, energetic warriors with just your mind. and feed them your energy, and them motherfuckers will come to life and fuck some shit up. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just in case you ain't never heard it, today you heard it. Yeah, you got psionic books out there. Look up the psionic manual, psionic wing makers manual on Amazon. It's a book, and they talk about the constructs and everything. You gotta remember these books here. These books old school. This from way back when hell I was reading these books in college. So now, let us continue. Let us continue. What is y'all hierarchy? Like the levels that you will attain. Of course, demigod level, we just talked about that, emotional empath. The God level, once you get enough supreme knowledge, you upgrade to psychic. Most of y'all get there anyway just from doing the work. Finally, you with a lot more work and a lot more training, you reach the scion level. The scion level. Psion, scion. As a scion, you can do amazing things, shoot side balls, create constructs, manipulate the ethereal realm, all type of cool shit, the mental plane, the psychic realm to you can bend the psychic realm completely to your will at that time. So yes. So do know that is your hierarchy, that is your destiny as a emotional empath. So what is the purpose of an emotional empath? The emotional empaths have the grand objective of healing the nations. That's why most emotional empaths you talk to are always talking about healing. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what their job is. They are the healers. They like the support characters in the video game. Your healers, your psychics, your counselors, your spiritual nuns and all that cool stuff. You know, your mediums and everybody who pray for you, heal you, regenerate you, give you different medicines to get you right, herbs, elixirs and potions and all that cool stuff. You see what I'm saying? Get you right around here. Have you right. You see what I'm saying? Have you put that Reiki on you, you know? Put that Reiki on you. So yeah, that's their objective. Their objective is to heal the nations. They can also channel the raw mental and emotional energies of the planet through them. So not only can you channel people, you can also channel places, things, memories, and ideals. What a whole noun really is. And that includes the planet herself. Because the planet herself is a living, breathing consciousness. So you can channel her memories and emotional energies as well. Y'all call this the Akashic Records. Or whatever you call it other than the Akashic Records, this is what it is. So yeah, y'all have that group as well as the scions on the planet. The natural born scions. Or the scions to be. Next, some of the movies and media you may be able to watch. Watch John Travolta's Phenomenon. Fire. Watch Dark City with John Murdoch. Fire. Watch X-Men First Class when fucking Professor Xavier was at was in his prime. Fire. The Clairvoyant. Check that out. Check out all 3 butterfly effects. Goddamn, you gotta check out the butterfly effect. That shit fire. Oh, nothing more powerful than the empath, the emotional empath than the Dead Zone. Yes, it is TV series and movie. The Dead Zone probably one of the baddest fucking psychic movies / TV shows there is. Of course, Dr. Sleep, mainly Rose the Hat. She was the emotional empath in that movie. Oh, you gotta check out the movie Limitless. Goddamn. The movie Limitless fire. NZT. I think 23, I think. Yeah, he take a pill and it activates him, man. He able to do all these cool psychic. Nigga was warping through time and everything, but he was a bad motherfucker in that movie too. He was a writer turned investor turned politician in the movie, but it's real dope. The Sixth Sense. Yes, The Sixth Sense. It's a powerful psychic movie as well. There's a little TV show / movie / anime. It's an anime. It was anime first / movie on Netflix called Mob Psycho. And Mob, once his emotional meter hit 100, all his psychic forces unleashed, and that motherfucker become a bad man. He become a bad man. Of course, Luke Cage is Misty Knight. She can look at pictures and project herself into the picture to see, to remote view the scene. Yes. The Matrix, of course, the Matrix is all about the mind. You see what I'm saying? All about freeing and mastering your mind. What's up, Esther? Then you have finally Avatar, with the one with the Na'vi. Y'all know the blue people. If y'all don't know. That was a highly emotionally charged movie. I see you in my eyes. You know, at first glance it looks like physical empathy, but it's actually emotional empathy. Big Homie was summoned by AWOLs across the fucking cosmos to handle that. Don't get me started with Avatar. Y'all already know I go in on that motherfucker real quick. So, let's go to the next group, which is the soul empaths. What are they? They are the natural sorcerers and wizards of the world. You see what I'm saying? The natural sorcerers and wizards of the world. Now, what are their gifts? Soul empaths are magical by nature and are literally a walking spell and ritual. Every breath they take, every move they make is the ritual. So, soul empaths usually stay away from people the most of the three, as they are walking in between worlds and need the most time to deal with their multidimensionality. They have to learn to deal and cope with their natural gift to plane walk, or which is their multidimensionality. You see what I'm saying? So yes. To deal with their multidimensionality, they are the dream walkers and plane walkers. The true dream walkers and plane walkers, of our world. Them motherfuckers can dream walk. Like when they're in other realms, that shit's so strong that they physical bodies, they move that motherfucker like a corpse from a whole other dimension. Whatever they do in that dimension, their physical body responds. So I advise them motherfuckers not to live on no mountains or anything. Live in the forest somewhere, which is flat ground. You feel me? Don't be living up on no mountains nowhere. You walk out the door and your ass don't go tumbling down the hill somewhere. Now live on a flat plain, flat land or surface somewhere to where you walk outside. You good. Don't live by no lakes. Damn sure don't live by no lakes. Your ass fall into the water, you'll wake up then. Boy, if don't everyone else wake you up, fall into a lake will. So, I advise you, flatlands, if you're a natural dream walker. A lot of you kids, a lot of the children, you dream walking like a motherfucker who's soul empath. So, watch them as well. They, so. And a lot of them, at this point, the children so strong now, they can plane walk, with their eyes open now. They can plane walk with their eyes open now. So, yeah. The negative of this is sometimes when tapping into their soul empathy, they can come off as rude or weird to other people, but in actuality, they can read the soul of a person with their soul vision and can tell who to talk to and who not to talk to. It's just, it ain't them personal. It's just they soul warning them, stay away from you. For whatever reason. It ain't even that you did nothing bad. They soul just don't want to have anything to do with you. And their soul will let them know. And so 9 times out of 10, they're going to do what? Obey their soul. So some of the persons, soul empaths, all right, we don't know say some of the people personas soul empaths become priests, medicine men and medicine women, Wiccans, magi, babalaos, shamans, sorcerers, conjurers, occultists, stelamites, etc., etc. You see what I'm saying? And they live a magical life. Y'all live a highly magical life. Some of the fields of a soul empath. First and foremost, most soul empaths are necromancers by nature. Matter of fact, I'm going to go off them and say all soul empaths are necromancers by nature. That means that they automatically born with the ability to communicate with the other side. That's what the fuck that means, if y'all want me to spell it out for you. Necromancy is the ability to get in contact with the afterlife and be able to do cool shit from tapping into the ancestral realms. You know, they learn a unique set of skills by tapping into the ancestral realms and other realms, and they can bring those abilities here with their magic. And they call this collective set of skills necromancy. And they themselves become necromancers. So yes, the next thing they're going to tap into is ascension magic. You know, you gotta go in to ascend. That's the rule, right? You gotta go in to ascend. So once you learn to reach within, then you learn to walk up that stairway to heaven, climb that stairway to heaven, which is your chakra system, right? And you do the work. You do the work. Next is usually chaos magic. Now you're ready to unleash that dark energy, that dark force inside of you. You ready to tap into your inner Darth Vader now. You know, your Voldemort. Yeah, you ready to deal with that now. You weren't ready before, but you ready now. So that definitely, this is what this is about. Then you got other magic, sex magic, instant magic, prosperity magic, the science of deities, which is what they call pantheism, study of the Kabbalah and the Kaliphoth, tree of life, tree of knowledge. You also will study in this day and age technomancy, dream psychomancy, astral travel, you're going to do root work, study time magic and space magic, hoodoo, vodun / Ifa, shamanism, animism, geomancy, gematria, alchemy, herbalism / botany, Wicca, dilemma, etc., etc., etc. And so you know, these are just their gifts. The main energy that soul empaths use is called mana or mana. You know, depending on how you spell it. Sometimes it's M-A-N-A, sometimes it's M-A-N-N-A. See what I'm saying? M-A-N-A, M-A-N-N-A, which is soul energy or essence energy to power their magical spells and incantations. They channel this energy through their quantum light bodies and sound bodies, also known as REM bodies, right? So yeah, mainly your quantum light bodies and your sound bodies or your REM bodies. R-E-M is REM. And so yeah, it's a reason for that. Because the reason why you channel it through your sound bodies as natural wizards is because all magic, if y'all didn't know, comes from the realm of the logos, which is the realm of the first word, presided over by the goddess Protanoia, the Gnostic goddess Protanoia, the Gnostic goddess of the first word, Protanoia. If y'all didn't know, sister, who you know, she gave y'all the voice. First it was a small inner voice, and then from that small inner voice, you learn to project that voice outwardly. You know, divine in a form known as divine utterance. You see what I'm saying? Divine utterance, and this is where the power of the spoken word comes from. So, all magic once again comes from the realm of the logos. You see the word logos a lot in Gnosticism. Logos just mean the realm of the first word, which was created. The realm of the first word is what created the pleroma. You see what I'm saying? The pleroma, which y'all know today is the primordial realm. So they say in the Bible, what? In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And later on we come to find out, when motherfuckers start incarnating down here, that the Word was even made flesh. You see what I'm saying? The Word was even made flesh, because your inner voice is inside you. That's what the Word is, the inner voice. So the problem was, because of this flesh that we wear, and these bodies that we wear, that was compromised by the archons, people failed to hear the Word, the inner voice. So, because people failed to hear the Word, we was forced to teach by action. And that's where the training systems and mystery schools and everything came from. So this is what you got going on here. So abilities that soul empaths can tap into. Let's see here. You got the power of the spoken word, also known as verbalism. You can also naturally see, decipher signs, symbols, sigils, omens easily. You see what I'm saying? That's just a natural gift of yours. You know, the other two groups have to work a little bit at that. We'll eventually get it. But y'all already know signs, symbols, sigils, and omens mean something. You even got a whole science dedicated to it called sigil magic, symbolism, signism, and I learned to read omens. You see what I'm saying? I learned to read those, you know. So, then you got the ability to enchant. You also got hexing and cursing. You also got conjuring entities, casting spells and incantations, ancestral communication, death walking, which is your ability to help other souls transition to other planes of existence, or wherever they're going in the afterlife. See what I'm saying? You have that gift. Soul traveling / soul projection. Your soul, you don't just astral project as a soul empath. I need to put that out there. There's a big difference between astral projecting and soul projecting. Astral projection is exactly what it means. You have an astral body and you project yourself through all the different planes that makes up the astral plane. What is the astral plane? It's just basically Earth's spirit, to be precise. That's all the astral plane is. It's Earth's spiritual consciousness. That's all it is. The spiritual realm produced from her spiritual consciousness. Now, your soul, on the other hand, can travel any fucking well in existence. It is not bound by any laws, rules, and regulations around this motherfucker. It can go wherever it want in existence. Hell, it can go wherever it want in pre-existence and even post-existence. Hell, you can use your soul to go places that's already been destroyed, places that hadn't even been created yet, and even participate in places that's being created and being built, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's a big difference between astral projection and soul projection. They usually label soul projection as etheric projection, but that's the same shit. So that's the same thing. Motherfuckers like to, for some reason, run away from the word soul. I don't know why. Next is dream walking. We talked about that. Your ability to create servitors. That's the soul. That's the soul empath version of creating constructs. Y'all don't really create constructs with your mind. You create servitors, which is, and the reason why is the difference because of where the energy is coming from. So emotional empaths create servitors, and they charge it with psi energy. But when soul empaths create, constructs. My bad. When emotional empaths create constructs, they charge it with psi energy. But when soul empaths create servitors, they charge it with magical energies, soul energies. And that comes from the realm of the logos. Like I said, the realm of the logos. Now, let's see here. Mythical creature communication. Y'all can talk to all manner of mythical creatures. Dragons. Comes natural to you. Dragons. You dance, you see, you're kind of here, but you ain't here. You're 50-50 in this motherfucker. You got 1 foot in the multiverse and 1 foot on Earth. That's how you look at it. You like if you want to draw a picture, half of you will be your earthly self, and the other half will be like a multi-dimensional cosmic version of you. If you just want to look at you, and one foot will be in the cosmos, in the multiverse, the other foot will be here on the earth, on Earth, touching the earth. That's how a soul path live their lives day in and day out. So, mythical creature communication. We talking about dragons. We talking about fairies. We talking about elementals. We talking about all manner of mythical beings that we all consider to be myths. Them niggas talk to all the time. Pigs that can fly, penguins that can fly. They'll tell them what your kids gonna come to you. Motherfucker, we already talked about the dead. We any other beings in gnomes, sylphs, undines, salamanders. Shit, the list goes on. The manner of creatures, pixies and bunny noise and hell. We can go on and on of the manner of mythical creatures the homies and homies gonna come across on a mythical creature journey. You see, in a mythological journey. Cause y'all live your own mythology as soul empaths. Y'all are walking mythology as well. Let's see here. Exorcism or exercising. You know, you exercise spirits out of people. That comes naturally to you as well. You just can't feel that shit. You can't feel them motherfuckers. There you go, unicorn, Sasquatch, you name it. You name it. If you name it, they've seen it. Hell, shit, at this point, you know, Pegasuses, and jackals and all manner of beings, you know, that we consider to be mythology. Claircognizance, which is inner knowing. Naturally born with that. Naturally born with claircognizance. And a very useful gift for a soul empath for the simple fact that, hey, they out here in this multiverse getting it. They out here. You know, soul tuition, of course, astral projection, and just plain walking, period, etc., etc. See what I'm saying? So yeah. Next, the demigod, the hierarchy. The hierarchy for soul empath is demigods, which equal soul empath. Gods, you upgrade to magi, and then as a titan, at the titan level, you become a sorcerer. What's a sorcerer? A being who can channel source energy to create all type of amazing shit. You see what I'm saying? Do all type of amazing shit. What is the purpose of a soul empath? The purpose of a soul empath down here is to resurrect the dead. They can also channel the raw soul energies of the planet through them as well. If the emotional empath has Mother Earth's mind and heart, then the soul empath has Mother Earth's essence. You see what I'm saying? They are the physical, they're the living embodiment of her essence down here. So yeah. Some movies and media period that y'all can tap into. The Craft, Charmed, Doctor Strange, Harry Potter, The Page Master. Fire. American Gods, mainly the first 2 seasons. The 3rd season is trash. We've talked about that. Lovecraft Country. Oh, of course. Lovecraft Country is one of the baddest how-to magical shows out here right now. Maleficent, The Wiz. Both of them are good. I just like The Wiz. You know, the soul energy in The Wiz is fucking amazing. Now, The Wizard of Oz is magical too, don't get me wrong. But the soul energy in The Wiz is amazing. You know, the music is amazing. The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Aladdin, Pan's Labyrinth. Did I say it right? Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, there you go. Phantoms, Alice in Wonderland, Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, also on Netflix. The movie Stardust, Hocus Pocus, and Constantine. Just a few of them. You see what I'm saying? Just a few. So there you go. That's the soul empath, our natural wizards. They like wizards in the video game. You see what I'm saying? They're the wizard class, you know, the black mages as they call them. But you know, they can use the destruction magic, the elemental magics, the and all of the cool shit, the time magic and everything else in the video game. So finally, last but not least, and the least amount of people on the planet is physical empaths. And this is the reason why physical empaths are the least talked about of the 3 bunches. So let's get it. What are physical empaths? Physical empaths are martial and kinetic by nature, and can channel the living and chemical energies of the planets through them. They are imbued with great physical energy and can even supercharge, reinvigorate, and even revamp people who are tired and exhausted, and even can revamp themselves even when they tired and exhausted, because they are masters. They are natural masters of the second wind. You know, we talked about that in our physical magic video, the second wind. When they tired and exhausted, they can naturally tap into the second wind and keep going with full energy until the task is done. Now, exhausted, or motherfuckers who just need to pick me up. Physical empaths can also do this for the planet as well. So we can revamp the planet. Shit, we can revamp the planet, my niggas. Yeah. So physical empaths ain't really talked about because we the smallest group on the planet out of the big three. You know, at this time, because Mother Earth needed more emotional and soul energy than she did physical energies at this time, due to it being shifting into the Aquarian age. You know, it may come a cycle where, like, say, maybe we shift into Taurus, or there ain't gonna be nothing but physical empaths down here. The last time there was a surge of physical empaths was them soul brothers and sisters that rose up in the 60s and 70s. That's the last time you seen a surge of physical empaths hit the planet. Your Malcolm X's, your Clarence 13 X's, your Honorable Elijah Muhammad's, your Huey P. Newtons and Bobby Seals and Angela Davis's. That squad, you know, that squad was the last group to hit the planet. You know, I myself am a physical empath. So, what are the negatives of physical empathy? Physical empaths can absorb too much of a person's chemical energy. You see what I'm saying? They're chemical energy. And it can make you sick in the form of inflammation, infections, and all manner of physical conditions that seemingly comes out of nowhere. But you can heal it through fasting and taking elixirs, potions, essences, and Reiki as well. You see what I'm saying? And Reiki as well. So, let's get it. What's up, Alexis? Now, some of the personas of the physical empath, what do they become? They become the Jedi, soldiers, warriors, fighters, dancers, artists, rebels and revolutionaries, assassins, security, athletes, writers, musicians. Also can be emotional and magical as well. That's kind of universal, but music is seen most of the time, not just felt. Yogis, monks, DJs, the disc jockeys, masons. Masons branch off into engineers, technicians, electricians, welders, and all other manner of beings who play their role as tradesmen. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers who build society. Not the government didn't build society. Your electricians, your metallurgists, your masons, your engineers, your welders, your architects. They built fucking society. Don't let them get to it. They the real masons, not the motherfuckers sitting in the order talking shit all day, looking at only 33 degrees. Nah, the real masons is niggas who build society, who out here living 33 degrees every day. Oh yeah. Some fields of the physical empath you should study are, just some study fields: Tai Chi, Qigong, Mopai, choreography, Taibo. Yes. Billy Blanks wrote a fire-ass book on physical fitness, which set the tone for the last two generations of fitness gurus. Shit, Billy Blanks did that, my niggas. Billy Blanks laid down the foundation. He put everybody on game for physical fitness. Masonry, the Hagakure, which is way of the samurai, the art of war, the prince, the discourse, another more advanced version of the prince, which is what the discourses are. The art of seduction is another book made by Ptah Hotep, which was the original version of the prince. You see what I'm saying? The Art of Seduction, Pimpology, The Force. There's a book called The Force by Stuart Wilde, Fire. Check it out. And you got other books on The Force as well. Yeah, and you got other books on. You can look it up as The Force, or you can look it up as just Chi. Plenty of books on them. Check it out. Check it out. And you can study Star Wars lore if you're a big fan of Star Wars. Max Effect can do too. And they drop fire, drop signs on their life force inside of you, their force inside of you. The Art of Peace by Morihei Ueshiba. The Book of Fire Rings by Musashi Miyamoto. The Shinobi Hiden, written by Hanzo Hattori, which is The Way of the Ninja. Menchu Hotep and the Spirit of the Magi, Fire Book, written by my boy Hussein Jutims up there in New York. The Sufi by Idris Shah. The Cult of Assassins by Ha Ha Long. Study the books, study your pressure points. There's plenty of books on pressure points and the meridian system. Study the microcosmic orbit. Study Lei Fa, thunder magic. Teaching you how to shoot lightning and shit out of your fingers, like the Emperor in Star Wars and Count Dooku around this bitch. Let's see, Senjutsu, which is the sage arts. Ninjutsu, we already know what that is, / Nimpo. You see, ninjutsu is literally the art of escaping and vanishing. The art of espionage. You see what I'm saying? They created a martial art out of it. They took it to the next level out there in China with the shinobi and kunoichi. Even Nuwabu. Now Nuwabu, why Nuwabu up here for physical empaths? That's because Nuwabu is a kinetic doctrine. How many times did they change it and transform it and refine it before they was infiltrated? From what I've been told by older Nuwabians, they was infiltrated by the government after around 2004. That's why nobody's been fucking with their information for real since then. You know, and that's why they went dark. They say a lot of the leaders in there are actually government agents perpetrating as or pretending to be the Nuwabian Council. And they locked up the original Nuwabian Council. So if the government agents have infiltrated that motherfucker, then we can pretty much safely assume that the shit that they labeled Dr. York with some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? We pretty much can say that he didn't rape kids or anybody or children. If they went that far to infiltrate it and they were the ones, it wasn't because of tax evasion. We now know that if the government agents are sitting and pretending to be the council, the Nuwabian Council right now, out there in Eatonton, Georgia, then we now know that these motherfuckers are the ones who destroyed Tamaray, which was the ancient Egyptian compound built here in America that was prophesied, Egypt of the West. He fulfilled their prophecy. So it's a kinetic doctrine. It was always changing. They was always refining. They was always regenerating it and taking it to new levels. So that makes it kinetic. See what I'm saying? And it had more of a physical force to it than it did a magical or emotional. Motherfuckers ain't get emotional when they read it. They felt their kinetic energy in their heart chakras, their kinetic physical explosion. You can literally feel the energy erupt out of you. That's physical empathy. That's charging your physical empathy, not your magical. Even though there were magical teachings in Nuwabu, or your emotional. Even though there were emotional teachings in Nuwabu energies, it was mainly physical. So yeah, there you go. The kinetic arts. You know, the kinetic arts. We gon' which is the field for all telekinetic abilities. We gotta talk about the 52 blocks. You can check out the book Constellation 52 and the Tower 52, which is your own native indigenous martial art over here in America. You see what I'm saying? Up here in America. You know, Jailhouse Rock, Stato. Check it out. Check it out if you ain't got nothing to do. Virginia Scuffling, which are Gullah ancestors. Gullah Geechee ancestors was using to whoop that ass, whoop a lot of these slave master asses out there in Virginia. Yep. Then you got the Bubishi. or the babushi. Yeah, babushi is either babushi. I was just spell it. My books is gone right now. Babushi is bubushi or bubishi, which literally means martial spirit. One of the baddest martial arts texts. One of the baddest martial art texts out there. So yeah, get you some. Reiki is both physical and emotional. You see what I'm saying? Well, it's a little bit more physical because you're channeling the healing. You're transmuting your chi or augmenting your chi to generate healing force. You see what I'm saying? The healing forces through your body to heal people with through your hands into them to heal them, channeling it into their body to heal them. So yeah, Amanai, of course, my teachings, the Sioux. You can check that out. You can check out my book, The Amanai Resurrection. Amanai the Resurrection on Amazon. So yeah, physical empaths live a very kinetic and forceful lifestyle. Lifestyle. Very kinetic and forceful lifestyle. Forceful lifestyle. So them the niggas that be moving objects with their minds and setting shit on fire with their minds and doing all type of cool shit with their martial arts and bodies and all types of amazing dance numbers and all type of cool shit like that. Right? So let's get into it. Abilities. The kinetic abilities is usually psychokinesis and telekinesis in the scope of abilities that come with it. Force push, force pull, levitating objects, force choking niggas like Darth Vader. You see what I'm saying? Taking niggas out around here. Flammer's fracture, which is literally force combustion, just telekinetically combusting some shit. You see what I'm saying? Objects and motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, just a few kinetic abilities that fuck some niggas up. Force crush, just the ability to crush some shit with your mind. You know. So yeah, them the kinetic abilities. Then you got elemental manipulation. That's your fire bending, your air bending, your water bending from within you. Yes, your abilities, your air, your fire, your water, your earth can actually be generated through the cells of your body, according to Darth Bane. You see what I'm saying? According to Darth Bane, you can generate those abilities out of you and shoot them out of you. You see what I'm saying? Shoot that fire, shoot that water, that earth, that air. You see what I'm saying? The electricity, that magnetism. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you can do that. You can do that. Next, you got space-time manipulation abilities, teleportation, chronokinesis, which is time manipulation, spatial kinesis, which is space manipulation. Being able to teleportation is being able to move yourself through space and time. You can also telekinetically move objects through space and time. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You can teleport an object from one place to another. Oh yes. You see what I'm saying? You also got the yin yang side of it. Umbra kinesis, which is dark bending or shadow bending. And then you got lumokinesis, which is light bending. You see what I'm saying? Light bending. The ability to bend light. You got scanning. You got the ability to naturally scan the environment. Tracking, Reiki healing, psychometry, which is object reading, clairaudience, which is the ability to sense the ethers, hear into the ethers and see what's going on, which is what clairaudience is. Then you got echolocation, which is your ability to pick up on what's going on in the environment with your hearing. Body manipulation / body energetics. That's your gymnastics. Body energetics is your ability to control the adrenaline in your body to do amazing things, because adrenaline is the hidden potential that is unlocked with via the human body. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, the adrenaline is the chemical that unlocks the hidden potential of the human body. I want to make sure I say it right. Let's see. All physical empath abilities comes from the realm of the force. The realm of the force. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. The force is a realm. You see what I'm saying? I used to teach back in the day an ability called altus support, which is Latin for high temple, right? And the meditation goes something like this. You meditate on the force, and you can adapt this for my mental and my soul empaths, the realm of the logos, or the realm of the psychic realm, or the mental realm, for y'all meditations. And you focus on the force, and it's just a meditation where you just contemplate on the force. The more you contemplate on it, then eventually the force will present to you a doorway which you can walk through. When you walk through this doorway, you enter the plane of the force and become one with it. Now you are a living, breathing force entity, deity down here as you walk through the plane of the force. And as you walk through the plane of the force, you actually walking through Earth simultaneously. Oh yeah, it's some cool shit. It's some cool shit. Oh yes, it's some dope. It's a dope ability. But yes, there's a version of that for every group. So yeah, you adapt that to your meditation style for the other two groups as well. It's the realm of the logos for my soul empaths, and it's the psychic realm for my emotional empaths. So yes. Let's continue. Where are we? Body manipulation, body energetics, foresight or force vision, of course. Leifa, thunder magics. We already talked about this. Shooting lightning out your fingers. That's the science. The Taoist teaches that teaches you the sciences to generate thunder chi through you, so you can discharge it out of your body, like the Emperor and Count Dooku. Oh yes. You got portal craft, Taoist portal craft. The science of opening up portals and going wherever the fuck you want to go in the multiverse. Senjutsu. These sage arts allows you to create a supercharged, super amplified physical spirit, or body spirit, or spirit of the body, which this spirit of the body is so strong that you can literally physically affect the motherfucker with just that spirit alone. Now, the spirit of your body is so strong, so dense at this point, you can punch and that motherfucker will only feel just a punch of the spirit, and you can knock that motherfucker down, just like Kenshi in Mortal Kombat. You know, that nigga was blind, but that nigga punched you. You felt that. He was using Senjutsu. It was a form of Senjutsu he was using. So yeah, you know. Next, invisibility. Of course, ninjutsu / ninpo, the assassin techniques and abilities. That's a whole field in of itself. Some of them are invisibility, environment melding, breath control, meditation is universal, but I just remember to put it on here for this particular group. Nature manipulation, you can manipulate the forces of nature to do whatever you want to do with them. Body sensing, you can actually sense into your body. Cool stuff. Enhancing your physical attributes known as force body, and physical attributes of strength, speed, stamina, endurance, swiftness, stuff like that. Those are your attributes that you are naturally born with as a earthling. So yeah, etc. Yeah. Now the main energy physical empath channel is force energy, or chi energy, or the force itself, through their bodies to empower themselves and even the environment and people around them as well. They channel this energy through the physical bodies and the meridian systems and horror systems. The meridian body and the horror body. Yep. Yes, they do. Now, the hierarchy for physical empath is demigod, which equals physical empath. God equals monk. That's when you upgrade to the monk level. That's when you sit down 5 hours a day meditating and practicing your martial arts and dance routines and all that, and you just become good at it. You become part hermit for a while, so you can get this right. Then the final level, the Titan level, equals the Jedi. You see what I'm saying? That's when you get to the full level where you're using your force at your own free will to knock over objects and manipulate the sky, cloud bursting and all those cool abilities. So yes, definitely. The purpose of a physical empath is, of course, to bring balance to the force. Physical empaths also have the ability to channel the raw life force of the planet through their bodies, and even the raw chemical energies of the planet through their bodies. So chemical compounds affect physical empaths more than affect other people. Oh yes, oh yes. So now, some of the media for your physical empaths, and some physical empaths are also known as gangsters as well for your persona. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. The warrior groups, the warrior groups in the world, the gangsters, gangbangers, thuggies, that group there, Green Beret and all of them soldiers, the soldiers. So yeah, that's you. So yeah, waist deep, boys in the hood, means to society, that's you. So yeah, that's you. That's this physical empathy, that kinetic force that all physical empaths can generate at will. You see what I'm saying? Their ability to erupt your chi and explode your chi and fuck some shit up around here. That's why most gangsters, when they fucking buck, niggas jump back. That's that explosive chi that most physical empaths have the ability to tap into. See what I'm saying? Have the ability to tap into. Yep. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And so, this is what you got going on. This is the life of a physical empath. Their martial energy. Their energy is martial by nature. Their martial energy may change to more of a. They may go more into dancing or artistry, whatever. But their kinetic energy, whatever their gift is, but it is mainly martial. It's material. And it's mainly more physical. You can actually affect the world, and a cool ability for physical empaths. Y'all actually have we actually have the ability to embody our higher selves here on the physical plane. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Like, we don't have to go up there to our physical selves. We can be our physical self. We don't have to go up there to be our higher selves. We can be our higher selves right fucking now. You see what I'm saying? You are your higher self right now. You can do that naturally. The other two groups can do it too, but it take a little while for them to tap in on that to bring it to the physical plane. They have to work a little bit more to bring it to the physical plane. We are the physical plane, goddammit. We are the physical plane. We can summon that shit at will and do amazing things with our gifts. We can embody a lot of energies. We can alter reality. Just us stepping outside or stepping into the room automatically shifts the life force of the room. You see what I'm saying? You got that gift. And then your explosive chi attract a lot of motherfuckers too. Don't get it twisted. They attracted to that fiery will, the iron will of yours, the iron palm. You see what I'm saying? That you got, the iron body, the iron armor. You see what I'm saying? They attracted to that. They like that shit. And it don't matter what you look like. All shapes, forms, and sizes. They're attracted to their explosiveness, their kinetic force that explodes out of you. The direct energy, like, say for example, an emotional empath feels you when you speak. They are listening to the emotional resonance of you. A soul empath is listening to your magical energy, the tone. You see what I'm saying? The tone of you, the sound of your energy. You see what I'm saying? The soul that's coming, that's input into your energy. A fucking physical empath just listen to directly what the fuck you got to say. Nigga, the direct energy, the chemical combustion of what you're saying right now. And it's either straight to the point, like, nigga, that's why you hear a lot of empaths say, nigga, get to the point. Get to the, stop beating around the bush and get to the fucking point. I got shit to do today. Because they can tell when your spine is starting to bend. Nigga, keep your spine straight. In the great words of Really was a physical empath. Keep your spine straight, nigga. Keep it straight at all times. You see what I'm saying? Don't be bending your vertebrae around here for bitch niggas. Don't be bitching up on us. We can a lot. That's why a lot of gangsters just be fucking with regular niggas like that, because when they in their presence, they they start to bitch up. They vertebrae get weak real quick, you know. So that's what you be seeing. That's what you be seeing. Their spiritual pressure, their ryatsu, as they call it in Bleach, starts to weigh down on that person because they don't have that physical force to protect them. They haven't unleashed it yet, like most gangsters and warriors and martial artists and dance artists and all that have released it in some shape, form, or fashion. The average person haven't released that ryatsu, that spiritual pressure yet, that kinetic pressure yet. And since they haven't released it yet, then they spines begin to bend or fold under the pressure, under that kinetic pressure that they discharges. Yes, sir. Yeah, don't be scared. Don't be scared. But yeah, that's what it is. They even, you know it's bad as a physical empath. You know this motherfuckers will talk to other motherfuckers. They'll give them messages to give you when they got your number. I'm like, you know, why? You got my number. Just text me the message. But they afraid of that spiritual pressure, that kinetic pressure that you exude. So they have to tell other people and give other people messages for you, and you gotta give it through them through secondhand information. You see what I'm saying? Instead of they ain't just picking up the phone or sending you a text message. Like real talk niggas afraid to send you a text, nigga. Come on now, get it together. So yeah, y'all are kinetic, forceful. Y'all highly charged electromagnetic, kinetic, forceful beings. So yes. That is the life of a physical empath. Just want to give y'all some background knowledge like I did for the other two. But now, movies and media. The Men Who Stare at Ghosts. Probably one of the baddest physical empath movies there is. One of the baddest. We're gonna get to some more even badder than that. My nigga even showed you shit that actually a physical empath can do. George Clooney tore that shit up. That's actually a true story, by the way, based off Project Bluebeam. Hope I'm saying the right one. Well, the military got together some spiritual soldiers in the 70s, and they actually engaged in this project, and they was trying to produce psychic soldiers. See what I'm saying? And George Clooney was a physical empath, so the niggas around here cloud bursting and doing all type of kinetic shit with his abilities, martial arts, letting them know what it is, you know. So yeah. So it's a great movie. Go check out The Men Who Stare at Ghosts. Another one, The Last Dragon. Oh, we've talked about The Last Dragon a million times. The glow, baby. The goddamn glow. Show Nuff and Bruce Leroy. Let's continue here. Five Deadly Venoms. Classic. The Poison Clan, my niggas. The Poison Clan. King Arthur. Go check out the last one that came out a few years back. 2018. It was 2017 or 2018. Just type it in. That version of King Arthur. Fire. Star Wars, of course. The Jedi and the Sith. You know, you can get your son with them. Bruce Lee's Into the Dragon. Return of the Dragon. Ron Van Cleef's Black Dragons. It was 3 of them. Jet Li's The One. Yin Yang Brothers, that's out right now on Netflix. Oh, Ben Friedman's The Spook Who Sat by the Door. We cannot forget that one. Classic. Anything the Shaw Brothers made, anything Dragon Dynasty made, go check it out. It was so many of the movies I did. That's just what I put. That's just what I put. Yeah. The 47 Ronin with Keanu Reeves made. Fire. The Rebel. It's a Korean kung fu. Taekwondo movie. You can check it out. It's dope. The man Rizzles, The Man with the Iron Fist. Both of them fire. Both Denzel Washington, The Equalizers. Both of them. It was 2 Men with the Iron Fist, 2 Equalizers. Django Unchained. Of course, you gotta talk about Django, aka Shango. Shit, the exceptional nigga, aka the super nigga. We talked about that. Go check that extra out. That you are that one nigga in 10,000, as they said. Amen, rah. Let's continue here. Blood and Bone by Michael Jai White. Also Falcon Rising by Michael Jai White. All 3 Blade movies by Wesley Snipes. Luke Cage, Black Lightning, Mace Sonos, which is it's a martial arts cartoon on Netflix where the Asian dude teach some Mexicans martial arts. It's called Mace, MEIS, Sonos, SANOS. I hope I'm saying it right. Yasuke anime, of course, one of the original Black Samurai. Go support the homie Shaka Zulu, of course. All 9 Step Up movies. it's like 6 of them niggas, 6 of them mofos now. I lost count, but I think it's 5 or 6 of them. All 300 movies are pretty good. Mortal Kombat, it's 3 movies, and it's an ATV show called Mortal Kombat Conquest. Y'all can check that out. Mortal Kombat. Iron Monkey. It's another blaxploitation movie called Death Force, where his homies betray him, and he gets stuck on a Japanese island. Cuz teach big homie Bushido, and so Cuz go with the goddamn katana, take his ass to LA and just start slaying niggas with a katana. Just go around the city just murking niggas. Here, just go around the city just murking niggas. Powerful movie. You can check that out on Amazon Prime. And if you can't watch it there, Amazon Prime will let you watch it through the Brown Sugar app. So check it out. Check it out. Let's see here. Black Kung Fu Experience documentary. Also check it out there. We can't forget Dolomite and his all-girl Kung Fu Army. We definitely can't forget him. Black Dynamite. Can't forget Black Dynamite. No, we cannot. Undercover Brother. Undisputed. It's like 4 of them motherfuckers now. Undisputed is fire. Undisputed is fire. Etc. 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 So yes. There y'all go. So, as you well know, we have all 3. That's the life of a physical empath, by the way. As you well know, we have all 3 empathic energies inside of us. But most of the time, your soul will naturally align with one of them in this life, or whatever life you're in. You develop the second one over time alongside it, and occasionally grow in the third one, which is usually a worse empathy. So yeah. The 3 empaths are represented by the 3 primary colors. Red is the physical empath, blue is the mental/emotional empath, and yellow is the soul empath. So yeah. That's why a lot of soul empaths like wearing yellow, their soul channeling their solar plexus, their soul energy. What's up, Anu? That's why a lot of mental empaths like wearing blue and even green, channeling their mental energy, their emotional energy, and a lot of physical empaths like wearing red, which is their martial energy, their kinetic force. You see what I'm saying? You mix those 3 primary colors together, it makes black, which we dealing with melanin. So literally, so you're dealing with melanin. So literally, these 3 empathies are actually the 3 expressions of melanin. So physical empaths are expressing melanin's life force and physical energies, which the force does spawn out of melanin. Mental empaths are expressing the melanin's mind, the source melanin's mind, that dark jazz intelligence that creation fuels all of this, and it's expressing the mind. You see what I'm saying? The mental and emotional energies of the melanin. That's what mental empaths do. That's what y'all personified is. And of course, the soul. Y'all are expressing the magical energies of the melanin. You see what I'm saying? The magical techniques of the melanin. So yeah, there you go. So the Empathians, also known as star seeds, are all personifications of source melanin, living out their own storyline / movies down here on the earthly plane. So yeah, there y'all go. In conclusion, these are the 3 types of melanin, and this is why these are the most prominent energies on the planet right now. They always be the most prominent energies. Those are the big 3, the holy trinity of melanin expression. See what I'm saying? Melanin expression. physical, mental, and soul. So any questions? Any questions? And usually physical would be will, mental would be love, and soul would be mental would be mind, and soul would be magic or essence. You see what I'm saying? Essence. So it's usually will, mind, and essence. So yeah. Roles of why narcissists so attracted to emotional empaths? That's a damn good question. It's because emotional empaths have huge amounts of emotional energies. So they are putting out a huge amount, huge emotional vibrations that the emotional archons want to feed off of, which I'll call narcissists. Mustafa, why doesn't anyone make books on natural fusion? Shit, the same reason they don't make books on a lot of the shit I just said. Because they don't want you to know. It's because they don't want you to know. But that wraps up my lecture, y'all. Y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So Mike, but yeah, that's why. That's why. Charisma, what kind of meditations, yoga, or practices is best for the emotional empath to strengthen? Actually, a lot of mental techniques are great for the emotional empath. Yoga and everything is good to, keep the body in shape, but y'all need to build up y'all mind, y'all neural network. So a lot of self-hypnosis techniques, self-hypnosis training, I highly recommend for emotional empaths. See, y'all need to get in tune with this subconscious and unconscious mind. And that subconscious and unconscious mind will allow y'all to do amazing things once y'all unleash their psychic force completely. So yeah. So any other questions? Shoot Astrid, I enjoyed this. No problem. This is what we do. I had a lot of people waking up. They trying to figure themselves out. So probably once a year, I do one of these 3 types of empath video. I might just put it in a book one day, just so y'all can have a physical copy. Just put all the information in the book, document it, so y'all can have a physical copy, just in case something happened to this YouTube or Facebook and y'all can't get y'all hands on it. So I'll let y'all know on that. I will let y'all know. Yes, Shaquan, I'm on YouTube at the Melting Hot Water. The Melting Hot Water on YouTube. It's up there in the description box. If you want to check it out. There's a link up there to it. Because I know they do shadow banning the fuck out of my channel on YouTube. I took a break from it. My YouTube homies gonna start posting again today. So be looking out. Let that shit cool. Let my notoriety cool down. That's why y'all ain't seen me in a week and a half. Mainly because they blocked me for a week. But I haven't been back since. Just for them to keep their all seeing eye off me for a little bit, But yeah, I'll be back this week to drop, to drop. So yeah. So any other questions before I go? I'll roll out. Dolph, explain niggas that have been acting empathically as something they are not, and how certain abilities don't work based on that. That's a good question. I will explain it in a way. Yes, some niggas they are one empath, but they may be acting as another because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They may be magicians, but they actually psychics. They may be psychics, but they actually warriors. You see what I'm saying? They in the wrong dojo. See what I'm saying? It's like a nigga who want to learn kung fu walking into a karate dojo. You in the wrong place, player. You need to go learn. You need to go to a kung fu dojo. You see what I'm saying? So that's called empathic misplacement. So when you empathically misplaced, you learning skills and abilities, but you wondering why you having so much of a hard time learning those abilities is because you don't belong in that dojo, player. Shit. You're a soul empath learning warrior abilities when your ass need to be in a fucking priesthood temple learning how to speak and talk to orishas or some shit. You see what I'm saying? You around here learning martial arts, but you need to be in the fucking you need to be somewhere in a occult temple somewhere learning occult science. You feel me? You know, you in the psychic dojo, but your ass a warrior at heart. You're a martial artist. So you wondering why you can't develop these Jedi mind tricks? Cause your ass ain't a mentalist. Alright, your ass is a Jedi. You need to go and learn the Force, my nigga. You need to go and learn the Force. So your ass in the magical wizard dojo, but you a psychic. And you wondering why your magic ain't on the same level as they magic. It's because your ass is a psychic, my nigga. A scion. Go to the psionic dojo. Go learn cyclomancy and get right. See what I'm saying? So yes. A lot of people get caught up in empathic misplacement. I got caught up in empathic misplacement. My teacher was a wizard, so that's all we had at the time. We didn't know, but once I figured it out, I was a Jedi in my heart of hearts. I went and learned the Jedi arts, the Jedi sciences, and a lot of people who are studying magic or oracles or whatever, they in the wrong group. That's why they catching hell. But I guarantee you, if they was to go over here to the psychics and they are psychic, I guarantee you they will excel in them fucking arts. It wouldn't take not nearly as much time to learn those abilities as it took to learn those magical abilities or those martial skills. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what they are. That's what they are. You're an empath. You're a soul empath, my nigga. Go learn magic, my nigga. You're emotional empath. Go learn psionics, my nigga. Go learn cyclomancy, player. You're a physical empath. Go learn how to harness your chi, player. Go take some Tai Chi classes, chi gone. Go learn about the Force, homie. You feel me? You know, so yeah, that's called empathic misplacement. We've all done it. We've all been there. Cause when we first started, there was no information on empathy for real. Yeah, even the emotional empaths were still getting it together, and they was the biggest group. So there was no information. So everybody feel what they feel. You know, you learn what you learn because it was available to you. You had to do it on raw intuition. Eventually, you figured out who you were, like I did. I'm a physical empath. That's why I was able to do all type of amazing shit physically, physical transmutation, all that. Martial arts always came natural to me. I can learn many martial arts. Give me a little time and I can get it right. But magic, I always felt like something was missing. I was good with magic, but I always felt like something was missing. Don't get me started on psionics. I was never an emotional person, so I didn't have the emotional aptitude for the psionic arts. You know, I tapped into it, but it would always cut off. That's another thing that'll happen to you when you dealing with empathic misplacement. You will tap into it, but that should have cut back off because that's not your natural empathy. You know, those abilities are only as stable as your natural empathy. So you may have a few psionic abilities that you're good at, but your ass is a warrior. So unless you develop those warrior abilities as the foundation, those psionic abilities will always be unstable and they will seal themselves back up until you are ready, until you build the foundation of your natural empathic abilities first. Once you build your foundation, then those abilities will reactivate to complement your Jedi Force skills or your magical abilities or your psionic abilities. You see what I'm saying? Your cyclomantic abilities. So yeah, this is what we talking about. That's what we talking about. You know, I'm glad Darth brought that up. That's called empathic misplacement. Yes. Yeah, you gonna feel like you misplaced. You gonna feel like you in the wrong place, doing the wrong shit. Like no talk, like real talk. You gonna feel like you in the wrong place, or you gonna feel like something missing. Like my magic was good, but I always felt like I'm missing something here. Like I was good, and I was doing some amazing shit with magic, but it always felt like deep down inside something was missing. Over when I started studying and practicing the force, I never had that fucking feeling. I knew this is where I belong. I belong over here. Team Force, baby. I'm not Team Wizard, my nigga. I don't live a Harry Potter storyline. Oh, we it's straight Star Wars over here, my nigga. Just give your boy a lightsaber. Call Mason Windu on the phone. Tell him I'm about to pull up. You see what I'm saying? Tell him I'm about to pull up. Shit, you know, and I don't even want to talk about psionics. Psionics, emotional empathy is my worst empathy of the three. You know, my homeboy who was one of my childhood friends who I was teaching, he was like, "Nigga, you ain't got no emotion. Nigga, you gotta have some emotion." I was like, "But that wasn't my gift. You know, that's your gift, homie. That's your gift. That ain't me." You see what I'm saying? Team Force. I'm not Team Side. I'm not Team Side. So yeah, Team Saki around here. You know, a Team Wizard or Team Magic. I'm just not. You know, nigga is Team Force around here. We getting it. We getting it around here in our dojos. You know, doing what we do. So there you go. There you go. Any questions? Any other questions? Before I roll up out of here. What was your question, Charisma? You missed the answer. Hold on, let me see here. I don't even see your. Yeah. Or what kind of meditations, yoga? Yeah, I answered that one. Yeah. You have to look down up again. What's up, Dre? Have you heard of Hyoka Empath? Hyoka Empath are the most powerful empaths. They usually mirror everybody. Yes, I've heard of that. Yeah, you use your mirror for everybody. You're a reflection. You're a person's reflection, and you reflect both their light side and their dark side. They love you for reflecting their light side to them. They hate you for reflecting their dark side to them. I advise you not to give a fuck. It is what it is. Nigga, you gonna love it and hate it until you deal with both sides of the force. You feel me? So that's for everybody. Physical, soul, and mental / emotional empaths can tap into that one. Yeah, that's the strongest of all the empaths. So yeah, you may have to put it back under here, Charisma, about emotional empathy. So Nefertiti, any other questions for our role? Yes, you become a hybrid too. There you go. When you're dealing with emotional empathic misplacement, you learn all these skills as another empath, and then once you finally get into your natural, the motherfuckers just kind of merge together, and you become an empathic hybrid. You know, you become an empathic hybrid. So, you know, it is what it is, there. It is what it is. Oh yeah, the show Magi, the anime show. Oh yeah, the anime Magi is fire. Mustafa. Yeah, Jet Li Unleashed pretty good too. So yeah, but if y'all ain't got no more questions, you know, go on put them up here because I'm about to roll. Oh, hell yeah, Charisma. Reiki is probably one of the baddest sciences you can tap into if you're an emotional empath. Yeah, you can make a career out of Reiki. Shit, you know how many motherfuckers down here need to be healed? Yeah. Awesome, great lecture, no problem. Yeah. Get into that Reiki. That Reiki is fire. Yeah, it's good for all three groups. Cause Soul Empaths got a version of Reiki called Reiki Magic. Fire. Check that out too. I think the book was made by what's the boy name? Christopher Penzak. You check out, it's called Reiki Magic for my Soul Empath. Check him out. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Marvin Jones. Shout out, put the word out, share this with your friends. Y'all can hit me up on YouTube at the Midnight Order for my other occult lectures. If you just want to donate and support your boy, you can cash out me at mcjnetwork. And I'm out. Peace.